Now recently the most awaited teaser of Ponniyin Selvan 1 dropped, and it left some people wondering about its VFX and color grading, including me. And I stated that in my reaction, you can check it out here, which led to a war in the comment section. And reading all those comments made me realize we need to clear the air out, because many people don't understand what it means when we say VFX was not good or doesn't look good. First, what is VFX? Any visual manipulation made on the camera recorded footage is called VFX. Even color grading, or the Insta filters we use, that's also VFX. And VFX is not limited to big budget films, a Brahmastra, Bahubali. No, VFX is used in every film today. And for very small things. There's a small object in the scene and they want to remove it because it doesn't look good. They shot something but they want the sky to be different color. They do that. That's VFX. You are shooting a period drama but you can see mobile towers in the background. They remove it through VFX. And these kind of VFX, when it's done in a normal film, should not be visible. They should be hidden. That's the point. But superhero films, fantasy films, they all need VFX that can be seen. Because while watching the film, we know this is not a real, this is all visual effects. But they're done because they demand of the story. And realistic, fantastical, stylized, these are all attributes and types of VFX, depending on the film. What does the film demand? A film like Brahmastra is using very stylized visual effects. A film like Bahubali is very fantastical. A show like Game of Thrones is very realistic. And at the end, whatever you are doing, it should be convincing. That's the end goal. And that is very subjective. For you, something is convincing, for me, it's not. But it is very easy to objectively determine if the VFX is good or not, if you have the knowledge about it. If you want to know more about VFX, want to know how it all works, check out the Corridor Crew channel. They do this VFX artist react, and they have reacted to a lot of Indian films there also, where they break down every scene and how it's done, and the difference between a good VFX and a bad VFX shot. Now when I watch the Ponniyin Selvan teaser, there are moments in it where I can tell this is VFX. I can see there are layers which are composited together to make this shot. And why these things happen? Because our brain is trained. Whatever life we have lived, we have seen things around us. And when we see something unnatural, something goes off in our brain. We feel like, oh, that doesn't look nice. That doesn't look how it's supposed to look. Take these few scenes from the teaser. The ship sequence. There's something missing. They look fake. It looks like they've copy pasted it and they're just moving in one direction. That's it. It doesn't look exciting. It looks very bland. And some sequences, it's just the color grading. If there's any visual effect shot out there, just make it darker and it works. Check out these examples. That broken wall behind Vikram looks very bright. It feels plastic, it feels fake. And suddenly when you make it darker, your attention is at Vikram, not the things behind him. The background is definitely adding to the scene, but my attention is not diverting. See, they are still doing the post-production. I'm sure they'll fix some things. And again, we can only give a final judgment about it when we have seen the movie. Maybe when we see everything the way it is supposed to be, it all looks fine. Maybe not. We have to wait for that. Now, the last thing that people are talking about in the comments is that VFX doesn't matter. It's all about the story. That's what's important. And I would agree with that. But today, VFX is also a part of filmmaking. You cannot say if the cinematography is bad, I don't care, the story should be good. You cannot say if the editing is bad, it's okay, the story should be good. No. Similarly, you cannot say VFX is bad, doesn't matter, story should be good. Particularly for this film, which needs to make the audience immersed in its world. And if the visuals keep throwing us off, oh, that looks fake, that doesn't look real, we are out of the film. That impacts the viewing experience. And I would agree, India is at a very nascent stage of using VFX that much in our films. And we are a lot forgiving than the West. Bahubali has many scenes which don't really look good, but we forgive it because the storytelling is so amazing. But at many moments, when the visuals are really good, it elevates that scene and it becomes more memorable in our mind. There's a big paradox with VFX. Even in Hollywood films, people are complaining they are not good because you need more time to make good VFX. And because you need more time, you need more money to pay people to make it work. Thus, there is less time, less money to give, and the work doesn't look that good. Talent is not the issue. Take the example of Avatar 2. They finished shooting the film in 2018-2019. And for 3 years, they have been working on the visual effects. How many films can really give that much amount of time to it? And that's the big issue today. Recently Prashant Neel, the director of KGF, talked about how they didn't have the money of a pan-India film to make a big scale film and how they use different tricks to make it look epic. You can check out my reaction to that interview here. If you like this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.